I, Abster none other. And this morning, man, I tell you what, I am happy. I'm happy. You ever get that feeling when you're like, you're not in front of the camera for an extended period of time, and then you get back in front of the camera and you know at any moment, it like dawns on you at any moment, anybody could come in and they could see what you're doing as you're doing it. They can hear everything that you say, and they could be literally located anywhere on this planet. Live streaming is absolutely amazing. I remember back in the day with YouTube when you had to just make videos, and me and the 6699 was our group back then. It wasn't called The Boy. It was the community I used to be a part of. Well, I wasn't an official member because when I came onto the scene, it was starting to phase out, the 6699. It was Harold, Ramhat, Pennywise, Henderson. He went by Chad, the legend at the time. Wingstar, Sammy, Phantom, Von Helton, Melton John. It was me, and that's all I can think of. Good morning, Marilyn Mike. How are you doing? It was so different compared to today, and I would focus on Anderson and Ramhat because I always had a crush on Ramhat, and I was deeply head over heels in love with Henderson in my earlier years. I was the way I am with Nolan now, but minus the communication. Like, in order to get his attention, we just video fought, and then he would make a video and he would be all lovey-dovey, and I'd swoon. And he's because you got to admit, one thing about Haven is he's very charming. But as I got older and I saw that his life was going nowhere and he would never get a job even though he's physically capable of doing so, and while I actually was like moving and going to school and in a marriage and traveling and doing things a normal person should do, and then when my husband died, I was working, and I got into another long-term relationship, and we did all kinds of great things. There were more happy memories than sad with Marcus. But then I got to the point where I got sick, and it was just a card I was dealt. But I'm thankful to be alive, guys. How many people are in here? I've been live for 3 minutes and 15 seconds. We have 3 thumbs up and 8 viewers. Wow, thanks, guys. That means a lot to me. Sorry, my hair is just a fluffy mess because it's humid outside today, but it's not like really hot. It's just the chef's kiss, perfect weather. And I love weather like this. One of the few things I like about living in North Carolina is in the summer, it storms. We get a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of rain, and it's going to rain on and off. And I'm up at the crack of dawn every morning, so sorry, I'm tired. I just had breakfast, and I had a pretty hearty breakfast. I had a McChicken biscuit and a hash brown and some sweet tea. I've been telling the ladies over at McDonald's if I can have a coffee cup because I wanted to put ice in it. They were all outcasts. It's already 90 here. No, that was my clique back in the day, Marilyn Mike. You don't know, you weren't around. But it's 90 where you are. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? Also, good morning, Brandon. Rubber Wilbur, hi. It's good to see you. I just adore you. You've been around since before I was even a part of this channel. You're a very loyal viewer. You're a good friend. I adore you. I just got a messenger. Somebody just messaged me on Messenger. Sorry, I was reading what he said. Yeah, you're really sweet. I hope your daughter's doing well. Marilyn Mike, come on, you weren't around back in the 6699 days. I never saw you. Florida, oh, I feel bad for you, sir. I feel bad for you. I don't think I'm sick, but I think I got a little too cold in dialysis and I caught a little bit of a cold because ever since I woke up, like you can even see like the redness around my nose and it's blazing hot. Yesterday it reached a temperature of, I believe, 94 or 99 in Lenore. And why are you asking if I'm sick? Is it because of my sniffling and I sound a little stuffed up, or is it the way I look? Do I look puffy? Or thank you for your concern, but we'll fix that right up with a little bit of concealer. I probably shouldn't have used this specific one. This is a new one, pretty cheap. I don't need to use real expensive products, called Fit Me by Maybelline. Once I set my makeup with powder, you can't just go back and layer certain concealers and that I use because it'll look all splotchy and you can clearly see where I have attempted to do so. But this concealer right here I got the other day at Dollar General. And since I got you guys in here, 7 of you in here, yeah, leave a thumbs up, guys. Your girl Abster don't have a lot of time these days to go live. Nolan is building me a computer from scratch for my birthday, which is just so sweet because the man is a literal genius. I thank God every day for him, for the man he sent my way. And he's just so sweet, so loving. He's always there for me. He's my rock. He's everything to me, and I want to spend the rest of my days just making him happy. I wish that we've already talked a little bit about our future and stuff, and after we meet in real time, if he's still interested in me, which, I mean, who wouldn't be, I envision myself like making him breakfast, packing his lunch, washing his clothes, cleaning his shoes, just making his home a home, making his life easier, making his life happier, giving him purpose and reasons to want to work and succeed, not just for himself, but for me, for the woman he claims to love, and I just have big plans, and hopefully he'll never get tired of me hopefully if he does, if there's things that he doesn't like about me, he'll have enough common sense to communicate those things. And there's really nothing that money can't fix. If it's like a body problem, he can fix that. If it's if he comes to me and says, babe, I don't like the way you look in the bedroom. Okay, daddy, what do you want me to do? Well, I want you to go to the gym. Great, let's do it. I mean, I'm that type of chick. Let me catch up because your face is a little red. Yeah, my nose. Hey, Carrie! Oh my God! Hey, Carrie! Hey, Carrie! Hey! I love and adore you, baby girl. How are you? Oh, you're welcome, my love. I wish I could have. I was in the van. I had to brush my teeth like right after Carrie, right after I left that comment. I saw my friend Carrie going live. The only woman I would les out for. And she was like 7 minutes to going live. Carrie, I encourage you to what is it called? God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Okay. where you let people know you're going to stream in advance. You know, you set a timer. Yeah, do that more often so that I can catch your streams, because I don't always get notifications for you for some reason. And yeah, I really enjoy watching you. I would love to see your pretty face. And then I hope you're doing well. I was thinking about you this morning, and then I went to your page, and as soon as I saw you were going live in 7 minutes, I ended up saying to myself, oh man, I'm gonna miss her stream, because I had to get up, I had to brush my teeth, put a little bit of makeup on. Today's not a dialysis day, so I don't have like a full face on, but I have some makeup on. And then I went to rehab, I talked to my counselor. Yeah, but I'm really excited to get the computer that Daddy's building for me, because that will open up a whole new world for me and him to be able to communicate privately, face to face, instead of us just talking on the phone all the time and texting throughout every day, each day. And it'll also make it to where we can game together, because we initially bonded over our mutual love for gamings, which is it's rare to find people of my age that are into games and like certain shows like South Park and stuff. They, you know, he gets the references, and he's really funny, and he's just such a great man, and I'm just very thankful. I don't think I've ever owned a nice desktop PC computer. I don't think I ever have in my 32 years on this planet. But yeah, let me read your hello Matrix Emson, later Marilyn Mike, and they weren't Boyd, Rosie, and others were. No, I know that, Marilyn Mike. No, that was way before the 6699. Hey Nikki Nicole, she says she's new. Nice to meet you. I have 12 viewers, 12 minutes, 12 viewers. We're not doing bad. No, I don't do cocaine. I'm on dialysis, and I would never. Actually, out of all drugs, cocaine is the only one that I've ever wanted to try. Yet the 2 or 3 times where I've had the opportunity to do so, I was too pussy. I chickened out, because I have severe anxiety, and even in front of you right now, I'm talking a lot because I have severe anxiety over, I'm just thinking, like, I have a million thoughts swirling through my mind saying, oh my God, these people can see everything I'm doing in real time, and they could be literally located anywhere on the planet Earth, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, and they can hear, you know. It's hard sometimes when you don't stream as much, and when you're a true OG streamer who hasn't sold out and become a panelist, and I don't need to, you know, show a video game and have something distracting me, or like watch videos and provide commentary, or play a guitar or piano, or walk outside and, you know, watch for cops, or, you know, or get really high. Like, I'm stone cold sober. I'm very proud of my sobriety. Like Henderson, you know, can't carry a stream anymore unless he has a panelist up there, and he'll do this thing that I haven't been watching him as of late. In fact, I'm so disgusted with him that I told Nolan the other day when he was streaming that I could no longer withstand watching him stream, my own boyfriend, because I couldn't stand listening to Mark Terry lick Henderson's taint virtually. Mark Terry is a disgusting, degenerate piece of shit, just like Henderson is. They've both done nothing in life. They both are jobless but are fully capable of working. Henderson may... I just can't be affiliated, for those of you that say, beautiful me. And I'm humble, okay? But compared to Anderson, I've done a lot in my life. And I cannot be affiliated or labeled or branded as an extension of Henderson's channel anymore. I refute that, because he is, and believe me guys, he has been accused of being a stalking pedophile for almost 7 years. But now that there is actual proof, thanks to his girlfriend Liz, his ex-girlfriend Liz, and the way he treated her, by the way, whew, I'm gonna dust that off my shoulder real good. Boy, did I dodge a bullet with that one. Jesus Christ. Yeah. She, Anderson Henderson, stalker, just YouTube those words and you will see a video of Liz. It's not edited, it's not AI generated. She calls the police department, gets a sheriff on the phone. First they hang up on her, and then they tell her his charges of stalking a 12 or 13 or 14-year-old. They do say the age. He went, and then this cop goes into detail about he was seen at the person's house looking through the window, knocking on the parents' door, and when the parents opened the door and asked this 33, or I don't know, I think he was 33 or 32 when this happened, the parents of this child he went to their physical location, knocked on the door, and fucking said, I'm here to interview your 12, 13, or 14-year-old daughter. What? As soon as I heard that, as much as I will always have a soft spot in my heart and some, sadly, amount of love in my heart for Anderson Henderson, he's a pitiful old boy. I feel very sorry for him, and I've known him for many years, so I do love him. I do. So I have really tried to ignore that, or, but there's just that's irrefutable. He did that, and he said it out of his own words, out of his own mouth, said he was there to interview the child, and the sheriff said that as well. Liz doxed his birthday. I mean, he's a scary human being, and now that I'm randomly blocked for coming up on his panel, which is a blessing, and anytime I come up on anyone's panel, every time their views skyrocket, and because everybody knows who I am, and well, not everybody, but most people in the Void know of me. But I just want to say that I'm no longer an extension or affiliated with Anderson Henderson in any way, shape, or form. And I will kindly ask that you guys not reference me when you go to his stream, because the only thing I really have to be thankful to Anderson for is teaching me the way a man should not treat a woman and introducing me to Nolan. That's it. And I don't mean to sound so harsh, because a part of me does love this man, even though he is a pedo. I've been threatened. I have had things have happened to Nolan, which I'm not going to mention in his real life due to being friends with Haven, that should never have happened. And Haven's just turning into this really feminine, fat-faced, even when he's like dieting and skinny, and his face is, his cheekbones and his jawline, it's like, all he does is badger my looks, and he himself, and I'm not the type to like really care about anybody's body, but you wouldn't believe the amount of insults I've taken in regards to the 3 or 4 pictures I've shown this man of my body over the years. And I just wish that Anderson would either leave me alone completely or pick a lane and stick with it. Like, if you're going to say you're my friend, then let's stick to doing that. Because I'm blocked from his page, and I don't watch people. Once they block me, I'm done. I'm not one of those people. I've seen enough of Anderson Henderson to last me a lifetime. But, yeah, he asked me to come on panel and then blocked me. So I haven't been back. I don't watch him. I don't get notifications. I watch, I'm not going to tell y'all who I watch, but Thank you, Dave25, for unblocking Baby, aka Nolan, because I was talking to Nolan last night on the phone, and he said he went on Dave25's, and poor thing actually fell asleep. That guy is saying Fortnite, and you are in a timeout, sir, for 5 minutes for spamming the word Fortnite like 12 times. Hello, Fourscore. Yes, Henderson is a child predator. I got a question about busty girls. Can big girls get in bounce houses? Yes, we can. How are you? I am doing great. It is another beautiful day. Isn't that cringy as fuck when people do that shit? 14 of you in here. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. She was 12 Fourscore? Oh my God. Can you, as a grown man, oh my God, you're an angel. Thank you, Hunter. And the rest of, hello, Matrix. Yeah, the rest of those. She's a keeper. Yes, I am. Thank you. Fourscore, think about it. As a grown man, as sexy as you are, I've known you for many years. Would you ever even entertain talking privately to an underdeveloped 12-year-old child's brain, like, and much less ask this child where you live? You know that there is some sexual connotation there, because Henderson would never just show up to a random kid's house wanting to interview them. And let's say, just for giving him the benefit of the doubt for a moment, for the 14 watching, let's say, and I'm asking this of every man in here, and women, I mean, just role reverse. Would you ever, I know that women mature a lot quicker than men, that is fact, but would you ever, let's say that Henderson did go to this child's house and have the gall to knock on the door, which he did do. This happened in real life. It baffles me. And want to interview them. Let's say that really was the truth, okay? In what world do we live in where a 32 or 33 or 34-year-old man, however, he was one of those ages, however old he was at the time, what would he have in common to talk about with a 12-year-old child? 13, 14, 15, 16, even 17. What would he have? What on earth? Anybody got any guesses? Why would what would Henderson have to interview? What type of questions? What's he going to ask her? What grade did you get in PE? I mean, that blows my mind as I sit here and talk about this, because it's disgusting on a whole new level, for one. And number two, he has the nerve to tell me I'm grooming Nolan, which I have always been interested in older men. Nolan was 18 years of age when we started talking, and Nolan flirted with me first. So, for a pedophile, a legitimate, that meets the criteria of a pedophile. There is no doubt in my head, knowing Anderson as good as I know him, that if he did not get caught, he would most certainly have had sex with an underage child with their underdeveloped mind. He probably would have even gotten high with them if they wanted to try. Hell, he probably would have pressured them to. Anybody have any thoughts on what, if we're giving him the benefit of the doubt, exactly what the fuck he could have, what type of questions he would have had to interview this child? Because that's his defense, guys. That's his defense. I went there to interview her. And the sheriff, I heard with my own ears, and the video is still up, the sheriff said that when questioned, Henderson said to the police, you can't be high around the police, so he had to be sober. I went to interview her. Now, you as a grown, normal, sane adult, and don't blame it on his bipolar. I've known plenty of bipolar people. That doesn't make them pedophiles. I hate when people blame their actions on their mental illness. You having a mental illness does not excuse you or give you any type of pass to prey on children or do anything, much less prey on children. But my question to you as my audience is this: what would he have to interview her about? What type of questions? And I guarantee you not a single soul. Let's see. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Good morning, born mush. It's good to see you. Can big girls get in bounce houses? I already answered that, Jacob. Yes, they can. Yeah, who cares? Exactly, John Smith. You are correct. You look very similar to that one woman that slept with all the police department. I'll take that as a compliment because I am a badge bunny, and that chick was hot as hell. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Boy, she got to live out a dream, huh? No, I'm joking. That's fucking nasty. Ooh, on so many levels. Get freaky on live? What would you like me to do? You gonna PayPal me? Abby487. It's a joke. I have a boyfriend. I wouldn't do that type of stuff even if I didn't. But this concealer is probably the best coverage I have ever gotten out of a concealer. It's by LA Colors, a cheap. This cost me less than $3. Less than $3. Conceal It Cover and Correct Concealer by LA Colors, which LA Colors is a cheap, horrendous brand next to ELF. Don't buy their shit. This is CC569 Fair. It is a creamy concealer that blends in beautifully with just the heat of your fingers. You don't need a lot. It covers better than any concealer I have ever used. And I've used some really cheap ones, and I've used some very, very, I'm talking Versace, Dior, not Gucci, but Prada. I've used some high-end stuff. And out of all the high-end stuff I've used, Bare Minerals is my favorite brand of makeup. Bare Minerals, folks. And I don't really like Rihanna, but I love Fenty. I've only gotten one Fenty product in my life. And it is the absolute best product. And it is, you know how all the girls are highlighting the tips of their noses? I'm way behind in the makeup game, guys. If I could contour and do all those things, I would look like a fucking supermodel. And let me be a little vain, because I always am really hard on myself. For the 16 of you watching, I always put myself down like you wouldn't believe. So if I feel like I'm having a cute moment, let me have it. Because in my opinion, guys, I hit the wall a long time ago. Baby, you got something in your nose, sniffing that cake. Does it fill the hole? What's up, David? Yes, sure, take it as a compliment. She was hot. Bare Minerals is really good. John Smith, are you a man? How do you know? You are beautiful, Abs. Oh my God, I want to punch you. Hey, it's good to see you. Sorry that my voice is getting, I know my voice can sometimes be really annoying. I'm sorry. When I get excited. What's up, Dr. Bong? Ivana Punch You is so cool. Boy, you looking sexy as fuck, Ivana. Your hair, girl, you look good as a blonde. My hair, I want to start bleaching it again, but here's the thing, okay? John Smith said it's okay to be confident. You are a pretty gal. Thank you. That means a lot to me because I don't try very hard. And I I feel like makeup should not transform your face into it's something it's not, but rather complement what's already there and enhance it. And you can see like the highlight. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. I went on AliExpress and bought some curtain lights to hang on my curtains. I bought an entire pink brush kit. Don't ask me the names of the different brushes because I do not know. And I bought this thing where you can put it on your face and wear it at night, and people were swearing by it in the reviews. It's for women, and it's supposed to make your face less rounded and bring out your cheekbone, your jawline more, and make you look more snatched. I don't wear top eyeliner, as you can see, but I should. And I don't use any type of eyebrow pencil because the only one I've ever found that I liked was by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Such an amazing brand. But Fenty, Bare Minerals, Anastasia Beverly Hills, great brands for makeup. That I feel like with eyebrow pencils, I mean, these chicks today are... And you ladies know the beauty standards and the products and the overconsumption is ridiculous. Thank you, Ivana. Yeah, but the weather here today, guys, when I woke up and walked outside and it was a lovely, crisp 78 degrees with an overcast, no blazing hot sun to have to worry about or deal with. I mean... beautiful. It looked like it was dusk, not dawn. And I was talking about it to my driver, the owner of the company I ride with now. Dang, I do look snatched today with my makeup. I'm getting really horny, and I hate that. I hate getting horny in the morning. Because it's not like I could just call Nolan up and be like, boy, I want to fuck you so bad. Lay down, and take it. I can't just like tell him that, which I have some of the most disgusting fantasies. Like right now I'm thinking about Nolan letting me dominate him. And don't get me wrong, in the relationship as a whole, he is the man, and I will submit to him. And if there's ever really big decisions to be made, I would obviously, in any happy, healthy relationship, expect him to seriously consider all points of views that I make and utilize it and apply it to whatever the decision he makes is. But at the end of the day, it is his decision because... the Bible says the man is the head of the house. But look at that highlight. And this is an orange highlighter. I'm going to tell you something right now. Orange looks horrendous on cool-toned, fair-skinned white women. And even Hispanic. The only color skin that the color orange, and I don't care what hue or shade, looks good on, is black. African American, African, black. The darker, better. And pinks and lime green, stuff like that. But this is an orange highlighter, and it looks... So, can you tell that how it enhances? I mean, it's not this dramatic in real life. Something about my camera is making it appear more dramatic than it actually is. Oh, I didn't put mascara on this morning. That's why my eyes look like that. Stop with your Fortnite. Now you are in timeout for 30 minutes. I warned you. Hello, Salty Rant. What is up? Lou Stefano in the house. How you doing, buddy? I'm a chemical engineer. John says I work for a third-party quality control company. We do a lot of work with makeup companies, and Bare Minerals is one of the few that don't add discolored fillers, undisclosed fillers. Wow, I did not know that. Good morning, Noodles Caboodles. Hi. Oh, Ivana, I love that you said that. She wears peachy tones. Oh my God, Ivana, with your pretty bleach blonde hair and your light skin, I bet that looks beautiful, especially in the summer. Like, I felt so bad the other day. I went into dialysis, and I told you guys this. I think I deleted that last stream, but every morning, like clockwork, I'm vomiting up to 2 to 3 times a day now, especially on dialysis days for some reason. It sucks. I was going somewhere with that, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, Mark Terry. Let's talk about that. So, I said earlier that I had to leave Nolan's stream because he was trying to talk to Anderson. I don't know why he likes the guy. But Anderson straight up out of his own mouth called Nolan a girlfriend stealer, and I was never dating him. And when I was in love with him, it was so on and off and toxic. We never dated. I've had more phone sex with Nolan than I have had with Anderson in our entire, like, knowing each other. But Mark Terry is so disgusting. It almost made me nauseous to the point where I could not control it. And I had an empty stomach, and I was trying to sleep. And thank you, Molasses, by the way, for coming into Frost Mafia 1380's channel and giving him, saying hello to him whenever I asked you to, because he doesn't get a lot of viewers. He does if he's like what I'm doing in front of the camera, but when he's playing games and stuff, I've had people tell me we don't want to watch him play video games, and I tell it, it's his channel. Just come in there to support him, because he's not one of those gamers that totally ignores his side chat. He will interact, and he's a lot of fun to talk to. He can carry on a conversation. He's not some 18-year-old kid in his mom's basement playing video games all day. He's out there doing stuff to better his future. But Mark Terry, and I don't know what this guy's deal is, but he is like in love, like gay for Anderson. And Anderson's not gay at all. And this son of a bitch beat the living hell out of his parent, his father, the hand that feeds him, whose roof he had been living under for many years. Beat the shit out of him over a petty argument. No wonder he's divorced and has no life and is attracted to losers like Haven, because Haven's the same. Violent, rashes out, anger problems, going nowhere in life. And now this loser lives in a camper, alone, all by himself, sucking Anderson's dick all day. It's fucking disgusting. Anybody that supports Mark Terry, you really ought to reevaluate. Just like I'm cutting off all ties with Anderson, I don't want to be known as an extension of him due to his pedophile ring. You guys really need to reevaluate who you allow yourself to become friends with on this website. Other than myself and Noodles, I don't know anyone else in the 17 years I've been on this website, almost, who has actually hooked up and met people on this website. Like, no one. I mean, sure, Elvis and Rosie, but they don't really count because I like Rosie, but Elvis was nothing but a fat, disgusting e-beggar that had no life, and I mean, most of the people that wanted to meet him, well, they wanted to beat the living hell out of him. What's my secret, Lou Stefano? I look great. Going to dialysis 3 times a week, washing my face, brushing my teeth, taking a shower. That's really all I do. Playing around with makeup when I feel like it. Not doing anything to my hair. Could you imagine how much prettier I'd be if I actually styled my hair? My hair I look so good as a bleach blonde. I'm talking platinum. I look beautiful, my God. But there is a lot of sentimental attachment that I have to my hair, because when I first started dialysis a little over 5 years ago, I had my hair down to my ass, and it got so matted from me not being able to take care of it, rolling around in hospital beds, not being able to move, not knowing what was happening to me, not knowing who I was or where I was after many dialysis sessions in the hospital. The last thing I was thinking about, guys, was brushing my hair. I was too embarrassed to even go to a stylist. I asked my ex Marcus to take a pair of scissors and just have at it, and he did. That's the truth. And my hair was above my ears. The shortest I had ever had it. It looked like, you know how little old ladies look with their hair? It was like that, but bleach blonde. It wasn't gray. And I have been doing it ever since. It has not been touched by a pair of scissors. It has not been touched by another human's hands. No product has went into it. No heat has been on it. Nothing. And to me, hair growth represents life. Some of us are young and don't have the gift of pretty, fluffy, soft hair that smells amazing. Some of us are young and completely healthy but bald naturally with a receding hairline like Haven. And some of us are gray like Haven and have to dye our hair in order to look even, because gray hair makes you look old. And Haven's got a beautiful face to make up for it, granted, but you can't get nowhere in life off a pretty face, as he is a prime example of. And he doesn't have a refined jaw or cheek, and he's obviously a mouth breather. But that's neither here nor there. I just hate, here's what I'm truly angry about, other than the pedophile thing. Henderson calls me all the time. Yet I don't answer the phone because I'm never around when he calls. Yet I text him sometimes to talk and other times just to spam the fuck out of him because he pisses me off. And he won't respond to a text, but he'll call so that he can later get on YouTube. And people like Parbs ask him, "Is Abby still texting you?" And he says yes, and proceeds to show the messages, which I can give a fuck less. Just don't talk to this guy privately, guys. I know people like Noodles and Ivana and stuff have, and Lou, Abster, you've always been too old for Henderson. Remember, he's like 16-year-old runaways. Right? You're right. Thank you, Lou. I hope you're doing well. Mark the Shark Terry, because that dude literally has a goofy-ass shark-looking face. Oh my God, he does look just like a fucking hammerhead shark. Epiphany. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And I hope he watches this. Exactly, Ivana. See, Ivana is the type of loyal viewer I like to have in my channel. For the 15 of you listening, I don't run a drama channel, and you all know that. I don't have to do that to get viewers and subs and all that, because I genuinely, with the utmost sincerity when I say this next statement, I care about my viewers. And I've proven it not just by words, but through actions, because just like faith without works is dead, so is love without action. I care about you guys, and I appreciate you coming on. Even if I haven't been on in a month, you still come here and you say hey to me, and it means a lot to me. It means more to me than any of you will ever know. But with that being said, I really don't like to keep my streams extremely long, and we're already at the 45-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to see if it's raining. I just ask one thing, guys. Please pray for my mother. Hello. I am from originally North Carolina, United States. But pray for my mom. My mom is in the hospital now. I think this is today, day 4. She's in the same hospital I was born in. And I can't even go see her because I really don't have, I haven't received a PayPal donation in I don't know how long. My PayPal is Abby487. If I were to go see my mother, I cannot get an Uber or Lyft, and there's only one taxi. Ironically, it's called Abby Cab. Up to 10 miles, they charge you $35 one way. I would pay, $75 to go see my mother, when my mother, for the past 3 weeks almost, has been so out of her mind. She barely knows what day it is. She doesn't make sense when she talks. She thinks everybody's out to get her, from people coming in and writing things that don't make sense. She lives in a nursing home. On her notepads, I buy her everything under the sun. On her little notepads, she thinks that everybody's out to get her. She thinks that people have came into her room and knotted her hair up with a brush on purpose while she slept. Imagine thinking like that and it being a reality, your reality. My mom is one of my best friends, if not my best friend. And if it weren't for Nolan, I probably would be in extreme despair. And he's like I said earlier, he's my rock. I can depend on him. He's always there. He always answers me in a timely fashion. And if it wasn't for him being there for me, I don't know how I would cope with this right now, because the last time my mother had an episode like this, it lasted about 2 weeks and prefaced her ending up with severe onset pneumonia and being on a ventilator, barely alive. But this time, there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's like a schizophrenic type thing. They can't get her. She thinks that they're out to get her. She won't take her meds. She won't let them draw blood or collect urine. Imagine calling your mom every single day like I do, and then out of the blue, never knowing when you're going to call her, and she can't even say hello, Abby. She knows who you are, but she's not making any sense. And she thinks she can like channel dead people through her, like her mother, and she'll talk as though she's her dead mother. I mean, and this is my mother's current reality. Please pray that the Lord restores her to her right mind. I remember this happening not nearly as frequently, a few times growing up. And I can't even go see her because I don't have $75 to go see her. If I spend that amount of money to go see my mom in a hospital setting, me being a hemodialysis patient, not only do I risk my health, but I can't even have a normal conversation with her. She don't know what's going on. And that's not a problem. I would still go see her because I love her. But I would have to choose between going to see her and eating the next few days until I get paid. And guys, as much as I'm vomiting, most of my calories are coming from fluid, which I don't piss out. I pee, but not a lot. Very, very little. And anything I can keep down is a blessing. I actually have to take promethazine now, which it can get you very high and make you tired if you abuse it. Even if you don't abuse it, it is an amazing anti-nausea medicine, second best to Zofran, Ondansetron, which I also have. I don't have the sublingual ones, but I have the ones you swallow. And I have such a tolerance to it, it's hard for me. It doesn't always control my nausea, but thank God I have the promethazine. And then I have the Requip for my restless legs, which is also a sleeping medicine. It makes you very tired. I need to get it all refilled because I have it at the pharmacy ready to pick up. I don't have it right now. I just picked up a few other nausea medications that, aren't as good, and they aren't narcotic at all, but neither are the ones sitting at the pharmacy, but they don't have they're not as strong for helping nausea, and they don't make you tired, which the being tired is such a downside of these medications, but every medication has side effects. No, my mom's not a junkie. She's never been a junkie. She's the one person in my family who is definitely anti-drug. I don't get why people film themselves crying, having hardships. If it was that important to you, you would walk. I can't walk 12 miles. I can't walk 12 miles. I wish I could. Can you show pictures of your mom? I don't have any physical pictures that I can think of to show her. I would. I can't take care of her because she weighs over 400 pounds. In fact, I don't want negative things like that, and I never block, but I'm going to go ahead and hide you. That's very sad. Anyway. And you're on thin ice. You're going in a timeout for 5 minutes. Hi, Mr. Center of Gravity. Just keep my moms in your prayers, guys. I realize that people are going to have a difference in opinion when it comes to, my mom and my life, and that I am subjecting myself to those difference of opinions by telling you guys personal things about my life. But if you're going to make every excuse in the book for me, for me not doing something without knowing the entire story, I am a dialysis patient. I cannot walk 12 miles. I walk a good 6 miles every single day of my life. That's more than your fat fucking-dated ass is up doing, okay? If I could, believe me, I would. If I had the money, I would. I would get a hotel down there. But just pray. If you can't donate, that's fine. Nobody donates to me anyway. But it would be nice because I'm running low on money to even eat this month. And my PayPal is Abby487. But it's always, if you can, it's never pushed on you. I love my viewers surely just for being here for me and keeping myself and my family in your thoughts and prayers. But I'm going to tell you this, and I don't care how you take it. If you are not Christian and you don't believe in Jesus Christ as the one true living Son of God and God himself as well, don't pray for me. I don't want you praying for me. Just keep me in your thoughts. That's no disrespect to your religion. Believe me, if I wanted to disrespect it, I could. There's a reason, though. It makes you think. All religions are acceptable, but as soon as Jesus Christ is mentioned in the media and Hollywood and movies and TV shows on the news, Oh no. Oh no. Like that girl at the Met Gala who wore a dress with Christ's face, a depiction of what we think his face looks like anyway. And they wouldn't even let the train of her dress unfold as she walked up the stairs. Now, if she would have had any other deity on that dress, you know they would have let her do that. Because they know. Because even the devils know and demons know that Christ is the one true living Son of God. And they shudder. The Bible tells us this. Thank you, Rubber Wilbur. Thank you, Brandon. So before I wrap it up, does anyone else have anything to say? Give the stream a thumbs up if you don't mind. I'm trying to think, because I don't get a lot of time to, I really don't have time to be on here as long as I've been on here today. I need to go get my laundry out. One of the things that helps me with anxiety, other than the good Lord, is, and the people I love, like my dad Kevin, my biological father Terry, my uncle, my cousin. We're going to go out today. We're going to go to the mall. I told her I don't have any money. I don't know why she's taking me to the mall. But I want to see her daughter, which I think is my second cousin. I speak only English, darling. I speak a little bit of Russian. I can understand a lot of Russian. You want to try me? Go ahead. But you need to type it out in English characters. I don't know the Russian alphabet all too well. One of the things I love to do is laundry. I cannot tell you the difference it has made in my life coming from a place like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where I always had to take my laundry, like either use the one washer and one dryer that the landlord put in that nobody, the 5 or 6 units that they turned that house into, with all those kids and nasty animals that they had, would wash. No thank you. I always would have to go to a laundromat, and there's some beautiful ones in Coeur d'Alene, and run the fucking washing machine with one of those tablets, which cost me a lot of money and time, but it's worth it. Get one of those those laundry cleaning tablets that you put in the washing machine, and you run it on the hottest setting and let it get all the nastiness from the prior person that put their load of laundry in there, and then I would be able to wash my laundry. But it's such a pain in the ass not to be able. I like to hang my clothes because I don't have a dresser, for one, and number two, even when I did, it's really difficult to go through and pick out what outfits you want to wear for the day. Now that I have a little bit of clothing, more than 2 pairs of pants to my name, thank you Jesus, due to my best friend Carla. She's really good, really rich person. I want to show you guys. I'll show it to you in a minute. I really don't want this stream to be longer than an hour, and we're at 58 minutes. Anyway, she gave me some shoes and clothes, and my cousin did too, and they're absolutely beautiful, and they all fit me so well. And she's a size 7, and I wear a size 8 to 8.5. But I wear a size 6 in Ugg boots. It's crazy. I wear a size 5 or 6 in Crocs. I wear a size 10 in whatever brand of sandal that is over there that my mom gave me. It's crazy how shoes are not true to size these days. It didn't used to be that way growing up in the 90s. But one of the things that helps me a lot is doing laundry. And I am so beyond grateful to live in a place where I have a laundry, have my own washer, have my own dryer. It's brand new, works like a charm. And only my clothes go in it, and Kevin's. And it's just so, and all the cool stuff they have now for laundry. Oh my God. That little, is that also LA Colors? It sure as fuck is. I have been trying to search high and low for a white, sparkly, glittery eyeshadow, and I cannot find one. So if anybody has any recommendations, please give them to me. I have bought, this one's pink and it looks awful, but it's a crayon consistency. I'll show it to you. It was like $1 at Dollar General. Or no, I got this from Family Dollar. And guys, those of you that live in northern parts of the country, I need you to realize that Dollar Tree, no Dollar General, no Family Dollar, nothing. The Family Dollars in the South and the Dollar Trees in the South, part of the United States, are nice. Like a Walmart type nice. Doesn't that sound redneck as fuck? Oh my god, I'm embarrassed just saying that. But I'm making my point. What your typical Walmart looks like in the north is what our Dollar Generals and Family Dollars look like in the south. In most areas. Upscale parts. Now in the rundown places like Hudson, Sawmills, those little tiny surrounding towns that are like sublets of bigger cities like Hickory, they do not have nice, they're excluded. But Granite Falls is one of those little shitty sublet towns. And we have them beautiful, immaculate. You can get anything you want in there. And it's good, high quality too. My backpack I've been using cost me $10. And it's all ratty and torn down now. But my friend Trisha at dialysis just gave me an amazing, beautiful backpack. But I went through my friend Carla's clothes the other day. I haven't finished going through the ones she gave me, but I will show you the shoes. Look at these. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful navy blue. The bottom looks like they've never fucking been worn. Pardon my language, Lord Jesus. Look at this. Look at how pretty. The quality, immaculate. The stitching. They're hard. They're not, and they're by a brand I've never heard of. Vionic. Vionic. Has anybody ever heard of that brand? First Ray Technology. These are, what size are these? Oh, these are size 8. US size 8. They're a little big on me. And she told me she wore size 7. But she put those in there. Whew. Well, you can see that highlight now, can't you? That other LA Colors pencil I got for like $1 the other day is what I have on my eyelids. And I literally just drew it on. Because one of the things I'd really like to do, there's this bisexual or gay lesbian woman that works at my dialysis center. And she is so sweet. I love her to death. She comes in. I'm gonna get on top of you. She comes in, guys, and she always has the most pretty makeup. So pretty. Look at my closet. That's the amount of clothes that I have to go through. Yeah. And you know what I did is I tore everything off the hangers and put it in a box because we recently had an inspection and I had to take all my girly stuff down and stuff it in the closet. And like, yeah, I got a shit ton of clothes. I could show you. Hung up in the laundry room. That's where all my hangers are too. But the amount of clothes I have now is insane. And I'm so thankful because I was burning my ass up every day, like walking, because I didn't have proper summer or spring attire. I mean, I moved up here with 2 suitcases full of winter shit. And I'm trying to get comfortable. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Jesus, for taking your name in vain. That's not good. But yeah, that LA Colors, not the pink one I showed you, but it's like a gold one. I don't know where the fuck it's at. I really want to learn like how to do makeup. I got this LA Color. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible setting spray. If anybody has a good recommendation for a setting spray, let me know, because I absolutely love setting spray. This is slow to dry. It leaves a sticky residue. It doesn't taste the greatest. It shouldn't taste like anything. It really doesn't do much to set makeup, and it doesn't have a scent to it. It is lightweight, non-sticky matte finish. Yeah, I don't like the matte finish. I am in my glittery, sparkly girl era. I really, really, really love sparkles. So if anybody has a recommendation for a nice sparkly shimmery setting spray and a facial SPF that I can put on my eyes to prevent sun damage, and some like good tutorials on how to properly apply like different types of eyeshadow, that'd be great, because Chloe's eyeshadow always looks so pretty, and my eyes would just pop with if I knew how to do that. But I ordered some brushes and some string lights for my curtain, my window here, and one of those facial things that you wear at night that makes your face, give you like a facelift, and I got it for $1.37. $1.37. That's all I had to pay. And the shipping was free. The products were, I signed up, and then like it allowed me to pick 3 products for like 33 cents each. Good morning, shout out from South Africa. My name is Naai Mapuz. I can't tell if y'all are trolling sometimes, but welcome, Fagan Morgan. Nice to, good morning, sir. Is it even morning in Africa right now? I've heard that South Africa has a lot of white people, but anybody who'd be stupid enough to go to Africa on vacation and without the sole intent to help those less fortunate deserves whatever. No, I'm not going to say they deserve whatever comes to them, because that's not right. But anybody that'd go there to vacation is a fucking retard. Because I know they're rich with culture and stuff, but seriously, out of all the places you could go, you pick Africa. Found my little cap. Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that cake. Does it fill the hole? Look at my little, can you see my oil warmer over there? Smells so good. I love shit like that. I'm gonna have to get me an extension cord, and I'm currently also looking for a good cheap desk. Nolan had mentioned getting a picnic table like he has, but I'm not going to do that because it's just aesthetically not pleasing. I've looked on Walmart.com and I don't like anything. The desk is not what I'm worried about as far as pricing goes. It's the fucking chair. I need a good chair. It does not have to be a gaming chair, but I need a chair with wheels on it that is like padded and definitely not colored white, preferably leather, but I'll settle for anything as long as it's padded, it has a lot of thick padding and back and neck and support, and I really need a good chair. That's going to be my biggest hassle to find, a good chair, good office chair, gaming chair, whatever. What do the 9 of you think? Anybody have any thoughts? Hell, you're in here. I see that there's 9 of you. We've maintained a really good viewer level in this stream. Shit, we're at 1 hour 9 minutes. So I'm gonna go. I need to continue my laundry. And keep my mom in your prayers. A lot of times whenever I'm stressed out the way I am and my mind is going 100 miles a minute like it is, and I'm sober now, so I'm not taking any medication for it to slow my mind. I'm not like relying on substances. It's really hard to not be able to reach out to people that you love the most. Like Nolan, I can't reach out to him right now because he's at work. And he works long fucking shifts. And my mom, she's in the hospital. And if I were to reach out, I can't have a normal conversation with her anyway. So, I mean, I could go talk to Carla, or I'll talk to my cousin. But, you know what I mean. You're best friends. Like I want to share my life with Nolan. I want to build my life with him. I want to watch him build his life and support him through it. And my mom is my mom. Need I say more? Hi, Cure. How are you? Sure, we can be friends. Welcome to Abster None Other channel. It is I, Abster None Other. Nice to meet you, sir or madam. Just please pray for my mother if you believe in Jesus Christ. If not, please just keep positive thoughts. No disrespect to your religion, but do not pray to Allah. Nice to meet you. I'm a white female, 32, in North Carolina. Howdy, howdy there, never wrong. Every time I say I want to end the stream, people come in. Howdy there, buddy. Back to you. But yeah, my laundry really gives me peace of mind, guys. I love doing laundry. Oh, we have an Arab. What does that say? Oh, Cure. Nice to meet you, sir. Please give the channel the stream a thumbs up, and know that I really did take time out of my busy day, which dialysis days. I have end-stage kidney failure, since some of you are new here. Well, never wrong. You're a little day late and $1 short, buddy. I've shared everything that I'm going to share. If you'd like to watch the replay, as I'm not one of these people who can live, sleep, eat, and breathe YouTube. I'm not a loser. You're more than welcome, my dear. Thank you for visiting. Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I should have 2 more around here. Let's find my 6. And keep in mind, I don't spend a lot of money on vapes. The vapes you see in here, I've had this one for 3 months. They're all disposables. This one I think I bought this one this month. I'm not one of those people that suck in really hard on vapes, or, like abuse a disposable vape. Because for most people, disposable vapes don't last even a week for avid vapors. My vapes last me for months. The only problem I have is like with the Geek Bar. See, it says 0 and it's flashing. That means it's out of e-juice, so I'm not inhaling any type of nicotine. So, but like with this one, it has a different monitor. It has like a little teardrop and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little different colored dashes around it, each indicating what level of e-juice is in it. The only problem is it's a Hotbox Luxe. It's one of the most beautiful vapes I've ever seen. as well as the lanyard that came with it. Most disposable vapes don't come with a lanyard. In fact, the only vape I've ever seen in stores that always comes with its own lanyard is the hot box. The only problem is I detest, loathe watermelon. Anything real watermelon to artificial watermelon, I hate it. It's so overpowering, it's disgusting. This is strawberry watermelon bubblegum, so I thought that since it's the Hot Box Luxe and it's the only flavor they have in the Luxe, whatever the hell the difference is, I don't know. I figured since it had 3 different types of, flavorings in it, supposedly, that the watermelon wouldn't be as strong, because watermelon is very, very strong. It overpowers every other flavor of any brand of vape that I have tried. And I can taste the watermelon, just not as much. It's subtle. But yes, dear. Whoop, whoop. Jesse James says, can I please get a whoop, whoop? Yes, sir. Or madame. Can I ghost? What does that mean? Oh, honey, you'd rather smoke cigarettes, baby boy? No. Cigarettes are way worse for your body than vaping. I know. I have never smoked cigarettes. I have smoked a cigarette or 2 in my life, but I cannot. I was on the bus about 3 or 4 months ago, and a young lady was going to some type of job. I think she was a nurse. I'm not sure where she was being dropped off at, but she lived in a trailer, beautiful mobile home. There's nothing wrong with living in a mobile home. However, trailers in this part of the United States need a lot of upkeep. Up in the north, not so much. You don't have to worry about mold and water damage, tornadoes and all that. But you just have to winterize them up north. But once you winterize a trailer, it lasts forever. People down here don't even fucking pressure wash the buildings, much less know how to winterize shit. We don't get bad winters here. I mean, and that's not the state, because like Boone, Asheville, Blowing Rock, they get a shit ton of snow, but not here in the foothills where I've lived in North Carolina. All part of most of my life. I've lived most of my life in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, but I was born and raised here, and I've come back and visited all throughout my adult life, being a resident of Idaho. But yeah, where was I going with that? See, sometimes I'm so detailed and my thoughts swish around my mind at such a rapid pace. I just can't stick to one thing, and I'm working on that. I apologize, guys. Songbird, hey, you're going to your doctor? Hey, babe, let me know how that goes, please, or put an update on your channel, my love. Please do that for me. I know what it's like to have to go to doctors constantly and be on a massive amount of medications to stay alive when 2 of your vital organs that you need to survive, aka the kidneys, don't work. I have end-stage kidney failure because we have some new people in the stream today. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you can, toss your girl a donations at paypal.me/Abby487. Would be great to get a donation every once in a while, but that's not something you have to do. Your sheer presence is here, and that's enough for me. I absolutely love my viewers. I'm not a drama channel. I do speak about some, current drama events down here in the void from here to there, as I have in this stream. Here and there, as I have in this stream. But as a whole, I talk about a plethora of things, just whatever's on my mind. I'm not a sellout. I don't do panels. I might start doing panels here soon, because I'm the last OG in my clique to not be doing them. And yeah, I'm thinking about starting to do that soon, and I might turn the channel into more of a gaming channel, but I know that you guys don't want to watch that. I don't know how Nolan or any of these other people do it, where they're perfectly capable of multitasking, which I'm perfectly capable of multitasking, don't get me wrong. I'm probably the queen of it. But I think with a game that's requires a high level of focus, it's hard to, chat with people if you have a chat, and a lot of people commenting and staying on topic and and actually listening to what your viewers are saying and appreciating them and giving them the time and attention they deserve. It's very difficult to do that while you are needing to, focus on a high intensity game. Now, something like The Sims doesn't require that, so I'll probably be playing the majority of that. So if you guys, thanks to Nolan, my boyfriend, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do any of that. You would just continue seeing my face, and which that's great too. I feel like some of these gaming channels would be a lot more better off if they didn't strictly focus on gaming, especially the guys, because the women that do it, they can make a lot of money doing it because they're whores and they show off their assets all the time, and I could easily be one of those girls. But I'm just too mature for that. I'm too intelligent for that. Not to say that those girls are not intelligent, but they don't care about their viewers, and I don't want to be grouped into that. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't meet many people and that I can say I don't really think there's anybody on this website that I know of where I can truly say they care about their viewers. They really do. It's few and far between. But I'm going to go get a Red Bull and mix a little bit of 100% pure, raw, straight from the pineapple, Dole brand pineapple juice, and I'm going to mix one of those little 4 or 5 ounce cans, about a quarter of it, in with an 8.5 ounce Red Bull. Stir it up, put a couple cubes of ice in it. It's damn good, and that's what I'm craving. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch my laundry over, and then I'm probably just going to worry about my mom. I've already showered and all that. Please pray for my mom. Please pray that the Lord restores her mind, and that she's okay and comes out of the hospital soon. And please pray that I find a way to be able to see her. I cannot afford a $75 cab bill for this month, or else I won't be able to eat the rest of the month, and I have to eat because I'm throwing up so much that when I can eat, I need to keep it down, and I don't get hungry a lot being on dialysis, so it's difficult. It's eating is a chore. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I have live streamed today a lot longer than I typically do. I apologize for that. I did not mean for this to go over 40 minutes, but awesome, never wrong. You keep doing that, because your health is your wealth, sweetheart. Alright, Songbird, keep me updated, baby girl. Alright, I love you guys, and it's been great, and Abster is over and out.